Beatles sold over 600 million records and shaped popular music for generations. But beneath the catchy melodies and sing-along choruses, many of their songs carry darker, stranger, or more personal meanings that most listeners never suspected. Here are 10 Beatles songs with hidden meanings nobody talks about. Number 10, Run for Your Life by the Beatles.
Run for your life if you can, little girl. Hide your head in the sand, little girl. Catch you.
In a 1973 interview, Lennon called this his least favorite Beatles song. The track was recorded on October 12, 1965, completed in 4 takes during the first Rubber Soul session. The lyrics establish a threatening tone, with the singer declaring he'd rather see his girlfriend dead than be with another man. The line came from an early Elvis Presley song, Baby Let's Play House. In later years, Lennon regretted and apologized for the violent, possessive lyrics. Although Lennon wished Run for Your Life had been cut from Rubber Soul, there was one Beatle who loved it, George Harrison. Lennon told Playboy in 1980 that it was always you, a favorite of George's despite being a throwaway. The Beatles never performed the song live. The violent undercurrent remains one of the darkest moments in their catalog.
I'm so glad that she's my little girl.
Number 9, Happiness is a Warm Gun by the Beatles.
Happiness is a warm gun.
The title came from an article in the May 1968 issue of American Rifleman, the National Rifle Association's magazine. Producer George Martin had brought it to the studio. Lennon recalled thinking it was a fantastic, insane thing to say. A warm gun means you've just shot something. He explained the lyrics were a double entendre for guns and his desire for Yoko Ono. The second part of the song contains Lennon's clearest reference to heroin while in the Beatles. Lennon insisted the song as a whole wasn't about drugs, though he acknowledged the double meanings. The BBC banned the track over its suggestive and drug-related content. In 2006, Mojo placed it at number 8 in their list of the 101 greatest Beatles songs. The multiple meanings remain hotly debated among fans.
I hope someday you'll join us.
Number 8, Glass Onion by the Beatles.
I told you about the war is me, man. You know that we're as close as...
Fed up with fans hunting for hidden meanings, Lennon set out to write a track deliberately filled with red herrings and trapdoors. The song references earlier Beatles tracks, including Strawberry Fields Forever, I Am the Walrus, Lady Madonna, The Fool on the Hill, and Fixing a Hole. Many lines were designed purely to confuse obsessive listeners. In a 1970 Rolling Stone interview, Lennon dismissed any deep meaning. He threw in the line about the walrus being Paul just to confuse everybody a bit more. It could have been the fox terrier is Paul. He admitted he was having a laugh because there had been so much analysis of Sgt. Pepper. The song served as a namesake for the 2022 film Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery.
Hello, hello. I don't know why you say goodbye, I say hello.
Number 7, Seavoy Truffle by the Beatles. George Harrison penned this track as a direct commentary on Eric Clapton's severe sweet tooth. The guitarist had watched his friend consume entire boxes of chocolates despite warnings about dental problems. Harrison transformed the experience into a cautionary tale about overindulgence. The song title and many lyrics reference actual candies from a Macintosh Good News chocolate assortment. Harrison got stuck on the bridge section, so Derek Taylor helped write the line about what you eat you are. Released on the White Album in November 1968, the track features a distorted brass section and Chris Thomas on organ and electric piano. George Martin produced the session. It remains one of Harrison's most personal and least understood compositions.
Why she had to go, I don't know.
Number 6, She Said by the Beatles.
She said, I know what it's like to be dead.
In August 1965, the Beatles attended a party in Los Angeles, where actor Peter Fonda was also present. Lennon, Harrison, Starr, and several others had taken LSD. Fonda kept repeating a disturbing phrase. He kept saying he knew what it was like to be dead. The statement referred to a childhood accident where Fonda had accidentally shot himself at age 10 and nearly died. Lennon found the conversation so unsettling that he asked Fonda to leave him alone. The experience haunted Lennon enough to inspire this track on the Revolver album. The lyrics capture the heaviness and confusion of that acid trip conversation. Released in August 1966, the song showcases Ringo Starr's distinctive drumming patterns. The autobiographical incident gave fans one of the most visceral depictions of a psychedelic experience in popular music. Before we continue, which Beatles album do you consider their greatest? Did you grow up with Rubber Soul spinning on your turntable, or were you more of a White Album fan? Drop a comment and let us know where you're watching from.
Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun.
Number 5. Norwegian Wood by the Beatles.
Please show me how. Isn't it good? Norwegian.
George Harrison's sitar on Norwegian Wood marked a landmark moment for the Beatles. But the lyrics contained something far more personal. Lennon later admitted the song was a semi-autobiographical account of an extramarital affair. The woman in the song ultimately rejected him after he spent the night in her flat. The cryptic ending where the narrator lights a fire has been widely interpreted as him spitefully setting fire to her cheap Norwegian pine wall paneling, a fashionable interior feature in 1960s London flats. Lennon crafted the obscure lyrics specifically to hide the affair from his wife Cynthia. The folk-influenced melody masked the darker confession underneath. Released on Rubber Soul in December 1965, the track marked the Beatles' first use of Indian instrumentation. Biographers have linked the song to Lennon's growing dissatisfaction in his marriage.
Let it be, let it be, yeah, let it be.
Number 4. Got to Get You Into My Life by the Beatles.
Got to get you into my life.
The brass fanfare and Motown groove made this track sound like a passionate love song. Most listeners assumed McCartney was singing about a woman. In Barry Miles' 1997 book, Paul McCartney, Many Years From Now, McCartney disclosed that the song was about marijuana. He explained it was one he wrote when he had first been introduced to pot, so it's really a song about that. The line about taking a ride and not knowing what he would find described his first experience with the drug. The brass section gives the track its distinctive soul influence. The revelation about its true subject matter shocked fans who had sung along for years without suspecting. Released in August 1966, the song remains a masterclass in hiding meaning in plain sight.
So fine, so fine. Come on and twist a little closer now. Twist a little.
Number 3. Blackbird by the Beatles.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings.
McCartney has said the lyrics were inspired by hearing the call of a blackbird in Rishikesh, India, and by the civil rights movement in the United States. He later explained he had in mind a black woman rather than a bird. Those were the days of the civil rights movement, which all of us cared passionately about. The Little Rock Nine's struggle in 1957 was among the events that shaped his perspective on American racial injustice. McCartney met two of the women who helped inspire the song backstage at his Little Rock, Arkansas concert in 2016. Thelma, Mother Shed Ware, and Elizabeth Eckford were two members of the Little Rock Nine. McCartney expressed that meeting them reinforced the civil rights message that inspired the song. The gentle acoustic guitar masked one of the most politically significant songs in Beatles history. Number 2. Sexy Sadie by the Beatles.
Sexy Sadie, what have you done?
The original title of this track was Maharishi. Lennon wrote it as a direct attack on Maharishi Mahesh Yogi after their India trip went sour. Rumored allegations of inappropriate behavior toward women at the ashram had reached the Beatles. Lennon was furious about what he perceived as hypocrisy from their spiritual guide. George Harrison persuaded him to change the name before release, as the original title would have created serious problems. The lyrics remained pointed despite the title swap. Lines like, "What have you done? You made a fool of everyone," clearly targeted the guru. The recording sessions in July and August 1968 captured Lennon's bitterness in every verse. Released on the White Album that November, the song documented the Beatles' disillusionment with transcendental meditation. The incident marked a turning point in the band's spiritual journey.
But when you talk about destruction, don't you know that you can count?
Number 1. Martha, My Dear by the Beatles.
Martha, my dear, though I spend my days in conversation, please.
Most listeners assumed the bouncy piano track was addressed to a woman named Martha. The reality was far more endearing. In 1966, McCartney bought an Old English sheepdog puppy soon after moving into his house on Cavendish Avenue in London. He named her Martha, and she became his constant companion. The song captured his affection for her in melodic form. McCartney later confirmed the inspiration with characteristic wit. Whereas it would appear to anybody else to be a song to a girl called Martha, it's actually a dog, and our relationship was platonic, believe me. The song has also been interpreted as a veiled reference to his breakup with Jane Asher, particularly the line about not forgetting him. Martha passed away in 1981 at age 15. The dual meaning gave fans a touching tribute that worked on multiple levels.